everybody, guess what? The time has come. This is my makeup collection video. In this video, I'm going to take you through how I store my makeup, what kind of makeup is actually in this little pink room that I have, and yeah, hopefully give you a few ideas for how you can organize things, or, you know, I'll just pass along some little tips along the way, I guess, that may be helpful to you. And I have to say, I have a ton of makeup. I am not going to begin to deny that my collection is massive, and I'm not bragging about that, and I'm definitely not patting myself on the back for that. But I guess what I want to say is that you've got to put my collection in context of what I've been doing for the past almost 4 years. In November, it'll be 4 years that I've had my YouTube channel. I have well over 550 videos on my channel, and I just have accumulated a lot of makeup. It's not all the same makeup that I've had here and there, you know, it gets tossed out, it gets, you know, maybe passed off to my mom or something like that. But what I'm saying is I have a lot of makeup, but I have it because, not just because makeup is something I use every day, but because makeup has become a huge part of my life. This YouTube channel, everything I do with my blog and all that, it has become my passion, and I love it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not suggesting anyone needs this much makeup, but this is what I have, and this is what you've asked to see. So I'm gonna show it to you. And I would not be critical of anyone else's makeup collection, whether it is small or whether it's twice as big as my collection. So I hope you have consideration as you watch this video and just realize that this is what I do, you know, and I don't expect everyone to have a collection this big. I know collection videos can get quite long, and what I thought I would do is split mine up. So this particular video is going to be overall storage. So if you're just interested in basically, you know, what's here, how is it stored, how is it organized, I think this video is going to answer a lot of those questions for you. And then in future videos, I am going to be covering eyes, lips, and face products and tools and the whole bit, everything else. So this video is not going to get too in-depth on each individual product. Other videos will be more detailed, but so yeah, just stay tuned for that. I wanted to make it so people could watch what they were interested in instead of feeling like they had to watch me go through the entire collection to finally get to what are your favorite lip glosses, or what lip glosses do you have, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is the storage video, so stay tuned. So as you walk down the hall in my house, the makeup room will catch your eye because it is bright pink. So I once did a room tour here, but it didn't have a lot of the things in it that it now has, so I thought I would just go over that real quickly. This gorgeous painting is by my sister Kelly, aka Pup. So she actually took a picture of me here in my makeup room and painted it, which took so much detail and so much time. So that is gorgeous, and I love having that. I've got this little white shelf here that I had in my past apartment. It was really old. We repainted it, and I really like it now. Got a TV up here. Yes, I've been watching all about jewelry today on QVC. Got a bookshelf with my makeup books, some random little knickknacks and pictures, and nail stuff in the bottom two areas there. Zebra bench. This little stool is where Cupcake looks out the window while I'm doing makeup. Extra little chair there, and this little sort of like TV tray type thing here with a few cupcake things and my lamp. So basically what you've got here storage wise, I've got an L-shaped desk that I got from Staples. I've got a bookshelf that matches that desk, and then I've got all these little drawers to store makeup in. So basically, storage-wise, some things I found useful are actually office supply items. Like I've got palettes here in this container that I got from TJ Maxx. It's pink and black. It's really cute. The dividers can hold everything from smaller palettes to some larger palettes, so I've enjoyed that. Got my calendar here, some notepads so I can jot down any products I want to remember that I used, or notes about anything that I'm thinking about reviewing. Brushes, I've got this cool storage container. This actually was in this house when we moved in. It was left in one of the closets, and some folks on here have told me that it came from Pampered Chef. So this was, I guess, meant for, you know, your spoons and maybe to organize your different kitchen stuff, but it's not perfect for brushes, so I love that. I've got a lot of Sigma brushes, a lot of Coastal Scents stored in there. Sigma, probably the best quality brushes I own, so I use those a lot. Got these little things. I got this at the dollar store, that cute little, I think it's probably a shot glass, but I'm storing some NYX slide-on liners there. I'm storing some of my Mally jumbo pencils and liners in another little glass. But this is my makeup mirror, and this is from Vanity Girl Hollywood, and this was a gift from Tyler for Christmas. And I absolutely love having this larger mirror and then just another smaller mirror to really get up close for certain things. So this is how it's kind of laid out. I've got some space here to work, but I've also got more containers of stuff. Yay! I store my mascaras here, and I have a specific video on how I divide up my mascaras and all that. We'll get into specifically what those mascaras are in a future video. Got my little kabuki brushes in this little thing that looks like a, and I'm going to turn the light on here. It looks like a cupcake paper, but it's actually a little plastic container. I believe it came from a dollar store during Easter time a year or so ago. So got those around. I've got this container. This was from the One Spot at Target, and it's got my moisturizers in it. And this turntable, this came from Walmart. It was $5 or less. It is not the strongest thing ever, but as you can see, it's holding a lot of stuff, and you can just assemble it yourself and put whatever you want on there. So I've got like my moisturizers and some skincare stuff and some primers and a lot of my tools up here, and I've got more of the same on the bottom as well. So moisturizers, it's really cool. It turns all the way around, and it can store, of course, you know, some relatively tall things on the bottom, but this might be, you know, it's like it was designed to be a spice rack, but it's a great little makeup storage tool as well. I've also got my Temp 2 airbrush, which I'm going to be reviewing the self-tanning stuff for the face that you can use with your Temp 2 airbrush. So going to be kind of also reviewing Temp 2 as a whole, kind of my other, like a second reaction to it, because I gave my initial reaction in an old video, but that's there. I rely on the area under my table so much for storage. As you can see, I've got a lot of these big Sterilite containers that I've had and added to over the years, and you're gonna see, you know, a lot of drawers throughout my collection. And it's not necessarily that all of these drawers are filled, but it's that I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's nice to be able to separate. You stay organized and you know more what you have when you can split things up. So if I can have more drawers, since I am blessed with having a room to have my makeup in, I can split it up, spread it out, and do what I want with it. So that's been great. I got this little cart here that I've had since college. I keep up here actually packaging from stuff that I'm planning to review, so I can really quickly, like there's a new liner from Maybelline. It's called Master Drama, and I want to have the claims and, you know, what the company says it will do handy for me. So once I take stuff out of the packaging, I do keep the packaging so I can look at that, at least until I do the review. Here I've got some flowers that I'm going to be making into little bobby pin flower clips, so I got those there. I've got like cotton pads and sponges and different Q-tips and tools and smallish makeup bags. I'm going to use my foot as a pointer down there. Some antibacterial wipes. Now, looking at the storage here and here, these are eye products. So basically, you know, I'm using each drawer to store something different. I've got little containers that I rely on a lot of these little plastic skinny containers that you can buy in packs of like 3 or 5 or something. So I use those to divide up a lot of my products. You'll see there, and I will explain in my eye video how I've got it all divided. But there's some more down there. Below that, you're looking at a lot of the pigments and loose shadows, and below that are a lot more tools and just extra items. Up here, more storage, more, you know, I try to divide things up as many ways as I can within one drawer. So if it's a skinny container, a couple smaller containers, that's what I'm doing with eyeliners. I've got jumbo pencils and cream shadows. Below that, more drugstore shadows divided in small plastic containers. That's the name of the game for me. Here I've got, in this little heart container, I've got the Temp 2 AirPods. So yeah, I'll be talking about that in the face products video, but kind of from bottom up, what I've got going on are more smaller plastic containers holding everything from, say, loose powders to foundations. I've got actually a big tub in here because this is a deep drawer, so storing foundations there. I've also got pressed powders and concealers in more of these pink or white plastic containers. Ah, the shelf. I love this shelf. This has just been a wonderful, handy place to you know, have my makeup, because obviously I'm sitting here, I'm surrounded by the stuff in the L-shaped table, but then I've got this shelf right here. So up at the top, I've gotten this new lipstick lamp from Target. There's a ton of cute dorm room stuff at Target right now, and I just had to have that. My good friend Becky got me this cute little mirror with the zebra print on it. That one's from Sigma. Becky also got me this lipstick pen. How cool is that? So what I've got storing a lot of my Coastal Scents palettes, this is a big office supply item. So this would be to organize, say, file folders, but it's great for palettes. So if you've got larger palettes, that's probably the ideal thing for them. So I've got that up top, and then here, more of these storage containers, which I know you saw in the video where I blinged them all out with my hot glue gun. Oh yeah, you know it. So here is a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably stacked 2. Did I? Yeah, okay, I've stacked one on top of the other there, but this is face products. We're talking cream highlights, cream blushes, and then I've divided up blushes by color as well. So from the bronzy shades to the peachy to the pink. Over here, more face products. Matte bronzers and shimmer bronzers are separated, and then I've got highlights there kind of surrounding it. I've sort of turned this whole thing into kind of a cute display. So the stuff that I have that has cute packaging, I don't want to hide it away in a drawer. So I've got my Too Faced Natural Eye Kit, a palette from Lorac there. Speaking of those handy little things that can file your folders, that's a large one. This is a smaller one. So you want the smaller size, and I'm pretty sure these came from either Walmart or Staples, but if you've got smaller palettes, say like the smaller Coastal Scents, or from other brands too that I have in here, you know, they store wonderfully well in there. Got my Too Faced Glamour Revolution palette. Here's more of those cute little cupcake holders, and I had to put on display the Cupcakes lip glosses that once were sold at Bath & Body Works. I've got some other lip glosses back there, an adorable little cupcake bag. I'll put the link down below for where you can get that. I've stored some of my little things that look like books, so like the e.l.f. beauty books, and I've got a NYX eyebrow kit, some brush guards handy back there. These two containers are all lip products, and you will see when I do the video exactly what's in there, but I divide these by shade. So here, these are lip glosses. These are my lightest nudes. So my light nude, kind of goldeny lip glosses, my deeper neutrals. These would be my light pink glosses, and my berries and hot pinks. Down here, I've got lipsticks, neutral lipsticks, light pinks, and this side is like super long wearing lip colors. And then down here, the lip stuff continues. I've got my coral glosses there. I've got my lip plumpers. I've got clear squeezy tube lip glosses. So you're kind of getting a feel for that. I divide stuff up as much as I can because I have the space for it. So not everybody does, so that's fine, but I'm just letting you know. I've got clear glosses of other kinds, tinted lip balms, and regular lip balms. Here, just a bunch of little lip products that are in the little pots, you know. Over here I've got lipsticks. These would be the pinks and berries, reds, and lip liners. Jumbo pencils and skinny lip liners there. Oops. We have an escapee! Here I've got mineral makeup, Everyday Minerals in these two drawers, one of my favorite brands in mineral makeup. I've got miscellaneous over here from like Avon, Isadora, Mineral Power, and e.l.f. Bare Minerals. And then down here are just kind of like random, like I've got a Coastal Scents thing, I've got just little containers and just stuff that's not even technically makeup, but just more like little empty containers and storage and stuff like that. Down below I've got makeup bags, I've got brush rolls. Here is a good place that I'm storing my false eyelashes and extra skincare stuff. I got a little bag I take with me for travel, a couple of those there. The bag I take with me to work is right there. If you've heard the sounds of a lot of lawnmowers in this video, I apologize because my neighbor on this side of me and that side of me, they're both mowing right now, so it's really loud outside. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. This was just to give you an idea of the overall storage, let you know what I'm putting my stuff in, and then my future videos in my collection series will be exactly, you know, a closer look at what's in all those drawers. So thanks a lot for watching and have a great day.